Are you embarrassed to open your garage door when people are around? Does it look like a crime scene that's waiting for the fixer to arrive? You can free yourself from being judged by your peers just by watching this video. But hey, if you're loaded with cash, go ahead and skip it. It's not meant for you. There's a ton of products that are designed for getting your garage organized. They all have one thing in common. They cost a fortune. But with a little ingenuity, some basic tools, and a few spare hours, you can jailbreak your garage. This garage looks like it was sentenced to a life sentence of depression. But that's what appeals are for. There are redeeming qualities that can rehabilitate the space and give it the appeal it deserves. We're talking curb appeal. Make a dedicated space for off-season tires and get them off the floor. Figure out a long-term solution for where garbage and recycling are sorted and stored. Organize the mops and brooms and make them easy to grab from inside the house. Make it easy to access some basic tools. And have some flex space because everybody needs that. Finally, reuse as much as possible and keep the budget low. But first, that color scheme needs to go. It's currently 3 different shades of a color called Prison Shower Blues. Your first instinct might be to grab a couple gallons of paint, and you're on the right track, but a gallon of paint will cost you about $50. You'll probably need about 3 of them if you need to do the ceiling, like this one needs. But for about $10 more than 1 gallon of paint, you can get a 5-gallon bucket of primer. That's 5 times more paint for just $10 more. You've saved $90. Primer goes on easy, and 3 coats was enough to free this Alcatraz-inspired cement room from its depressing state. But it's still a garage, so you don't need to cover the primer with paint. It's perfect the way it is. Before painting, I removed these shelves from the wall. They were dusty and dirty, but they were about to be rehabilitated. They cleaned up well, and they got a couple of coats of primer as well. That $60 bucket is not going to waste. Now it's a matter of transforming these boards into cubby holes that will house the garbage bins. The dividers between the bins not only provide perfectly sized cubicles for them, they add strength to the unit and gives another flat surface to hold the recycling bins. Total additional cost for this? Nothing. Getting the tires off the floor is well worth the $60 it costs to buy this storage rack that's designed just for this purpose. Remember, I've already saved $90 on paint and didn't spend a penny on the shelves. And this plastic storage unit was in perfectly good condition, and that fits nicely under the tire rack and provides some flex space for additional storage. You can spend an insane amount of money buying special purpose holders to hang things on walls. Or you can go the complete opposite direction for next to nothing. I'm going to spend another $15 on some pegboard and hooks that I can use on this upper wall space to organize some tools and supplies. And let's get back to that tire rack for a minute. It was a one-size-fits-all, but there's extra space because the tires don't take up all the room. A little more leftover particle board becomes a bonus shelf that is perfect to store garbage bags. The last thing this place needs to get rid of its incarceration karma is some light. You spend a fortune on a house and the builder gives you one measly light bulb to illuminate a couple hundred square feet. You can fix that without an electrician. Just get yourself one of these fold-down LED light fixtures. They provide a ton of light and screw into the same receptacle as a regular light bulb. Here's the 3 things you need to do to clean up your own garage crime scene. Make a list of the things you hate about it, and be honest. Make a list of what success looks like, and be realistic. And think of ways to save money getting it done, and be cheap. Let's do a quick tally of the spend on this project. 5 gallons of primer, $60. 1 wall-mounted tire rack, another $60. Pegboard and some pegboard hooks, $15. 1 LED wing light, $30. In all, $175 and a few hours of hard labor. One more thing you need to do, subscribe to Amazing Home Hacks so you don't miss out on the next great idea. Thanks for watching.